Okay, Smoke. Welcome to Rhythm and Mind with Karen Aline. Here is where I share whining tips and tricks and tools to connect yourself with this beautiful dance discipline in this area of your body. And since we move the middle, it affects everything below and everything above. So we enjoy the full body movement that is whining. All right. Today, I personally would like to open my hips a bit. And when I say open, it's not like I don't have a goal in mind. I'm just looking to stretch here and also do some leg strengthening, some posture correction. So I'm on an exploration, which is what it's like every time I whine. So I'll go right into it. I start with my posture, my feet placement, my balance, and I do have a video of whining foundations. You can check that out, but I'll quickly abbreviate. I'm going to stand. I'm actually going to start just like a little wider than shoulder width apart, and I'm going to work my way out. So very gentle, easy movement, no pushing is my motto for myself. So I encourage you to do the same. And I'm going to be distributing my weight on all four corners of the feet and actually pressing away from the floor. So not actually grounding down into, but using the floor as like a springboard. And I find that very much so helps me be able to play with the rhythm, and I'll show you that later. So I'm going to do this, and I have a natural curvature in my back. So I slightly tuck my pelvis so that when I sink, okay, I have nice crown to waist and to toe alignment. All right, so that's where it's just starting with the feet and working all the way up, like pressing away from the floor so that energy travels all the way up the body. And when we sink, we tuck our pelvis a little bit, and we're here. And I'm gonna start here as a hip opener, and I'm gonna go as low as I feel like. The legs will start to speak eventually. And I'm going to whine very, I'm gonna say exaggerated, but sometimes I actually just do this. But maybe it is exaggerated. But I'm just gonna like work this bad boy. I relax the shoulders. Deep breaths, high. Let the neck come into play. We're moving the waist, so it affects everything above and everything below. And I move like this so that I can really feel what's happening all up in here. I slightly hold my core. For me, that is something I'm working on, is my core activation. For you, you don't have to, but it does help. Just very gentle, very, very gentle with yourself. So here I am in this, and if you find like your knees are splaying over, it's hurting, come up a little bit, you know? That does feel nice. You can start up here, and I'm really, like even here I can feel like, oh yeah, all up in this bad boy, just very gentle. You notice I'm reversing my circle, I'm going back and forth. This also helps to play with the rhythm, to do like a ta-ta, ta-ta. So you're doing two things at once. You know, you're getting used to this movement, but also just feeling what works. Excuse me, and what your body needs. So you can sink a little lower. Okay, that's hip width, slightly wider than hip width. Now I'm gonna go a little bit wider than that. All right. Again, I'm pressing off the floor, going on all four corners of the feet. All right, tuck my pelvis slightly, and now I'm gonna sink. Okay, you can start off here too, right? You can start off here. Oi, yeah, baby. Straightening this leg a little bit, not locking the knee. I'm just straightening it to really let that stretch, and I'm not forcing anything. Okay, it's so important to just not force it, just to like let the stretch happen. Enjoy where the movement feels good. A little bit. Okay, and then if I sink, then I might do more of an isolation. Okay, so up here, I'm really rotating my lower body, even my upper body. You know, relax the neck, relax the shoulders, and just kind of like feeling out any kinks. You know, straightening that leg, leaning left to right. But if I sink a little bit lower, put my feet in more of a V because that's helpful. Just my pelvis still, sink a little lower. And here I'm going to isolate a bit more. And this is gonna work a lot more things. I can feel it already in my quads, in my feet. So that's where it helps to press away from the floor. Press away from the floor. Even though you're sinking, you're still pressing away. Reverse. Gentle, gentle. I can feel this right in here. Relax. Relax it all. Okay? You can do this for a song. So you can go start here and come up. And then go back down. And then come up. You know? Play, 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 play. And then the final boss is like wide, 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 wide. But same thing, the same things in play. I am looking even at my knee placement, you know, put my feet into more of a V, that can be helpful. This I'm gonna take my time with my balance work. So I can make sure I'm on all four corners of the feet and I'm pressing away from the ground. I know whining can be sometimes like, oh, you're grounding in, which is fun. Yes, that is that too. But also we're using, the movement does come from the feet. You're pushing away from the floor, actually. Something I've discovered. So I apply that to all movements that I'm doing. So even though I'm here, I am pushing away from the floor. And this push doesn't have to be harsh. It's just very gentle, okay? I'm gonna tuck my pelvis and I'm gonna hold my core. Again, I'm working on that for myself. And it does help if you wanna try. And if I'm down, hi, I'm isolating. Isolate, whew. Isolate, you can sink a little lower. Wow. Yeah, you feel that in here, okay? Or you can be up, and again, doing the same thing, kind of like massaging this hip joint. I can feel it, actually. I'm not no like workouter or kinesiologist. I can just feel this in my body. And I know when I felt my hips tight and I do this, it helps. So give it a try if you like. I can be up here, see my balance, I'm like, whee. Or I'm here, right? Tuck that pelvis, it helps with your spine alignment. You will notice the difference. I'm gonna turn to the side. If I just standing and I go down, okay? But the minute I tuck this, hold my core a little bit, and relax the shoulders. So you'll build some strength in the quads and you'll open the hips. And you can see how low you would like to go. You can be here, here, okay, here, or like if you can lift the heels a bit, which, and reverse the circle. Way, not me today. Not me, because my hips are tight. That's the whole point of me doing this. So I'm trying to open them, like stretch them a little bit. And maybe as I continue in the days to come, I'll work up to feeling more comfortable being like this in like a squat with my heels lifted. But right now that feels like I'm forcing something and I don't want to do that. I want to actually enjoy and feel out this stretch. So I'm gonna stay right here. And whine away, baby. Thank Thank you for joining me. You can follow me on TikTok, Rhythm and Wine 44, and I'll see you soon.